game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on.
Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. First down here for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Catch made on the out route. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Looking to pass, it's Hoffman. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Second and long now at the 17. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And it's good for a first down, the 36.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they had some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Vols have 1st and 10 here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's across the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
And that run produces a decent gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Tailback with another carry. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Vols looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. The offense with some pre-snap motion. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Second down and goal upcoming. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
No, I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Looking downfield, it's Hoffman. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He's at the 50. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's a quick grab. Gets some space around the 30. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Picks up the first, looking for more. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. The Volunteers looking to run some tempo here. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind them. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Here's the second down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Scanning the field, it's Hoffman. Makes a quick grab. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. And the Vols looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Quarterback making some changes at the line. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
Tennessee, 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a second and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game or this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
So incomplete pass on second down sets up a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first down. And the Tar Heels looking to keep this drive moving.
Hey, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's 3rd down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
And the Tar Heels will have 1st and 10 here. They'll try to run it with the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Caught in the flat by the running back.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. Back to throw again. Looking for the wide out. And he's got it. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Get some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Finally steps out of bounds at the 9. That's where the offense will start. The Volunteers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Automatic in the PAT. PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. He's stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Pass not complete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Tar Heels line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw yet again. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the ball to the ground. It's a turnover.
You know, with wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. To throw, it's Hoffman. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Well, the first job here, just hold on to the football. The last drive ended in that fumble. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Snags a quick throw. They bring him down at the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he drops back in the gun. He's looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pulls it in. It's Jennings. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And they will trot out the field goal team here. And it's good right down the middle. And that puts them back on top.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settled for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Turner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Volunteers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Back to pass. It's Hoffman. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Getting set. Here's second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. No huddle here for the offense. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Vols come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And there's the handoff. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. First down and 10 now. And the same runner's got it again. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Breaks free. And they've got him. A sack on the final play of the first half. Good momentum with this defense heading to the break. Is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Vols will kick this away to begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and he'll start at the 25. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. You start the drive with a quick throw to the right.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Offense in a split backfield now. Back quarterback now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Throw to the running back in the flat. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Oh, man, this defense, I think, completely got fooled here. Clearly expecting a run, and all it took was one guy out of place to go from thinking about a punt return opportunity to prepping for a goal line stand.
And the Tar Heels line it up with 1st and goal. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just run and pound and go quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. It'll be Smother right at the line for no gain.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. He'll pick up the 1st down, stopped at the 27. The Volunteers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. First down. We're going to throw the football. Running back grabs it on a screen. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down. 1st down and 10.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They're going to run it here. Powering through. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down. And the Vols come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. Finds just enough space and makes the 1st down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Well, move the sticks for a 1st down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball on the money and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. I tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Dropping back, it's Hoffman. The ball is caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Volunteers looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. There's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Handoff to the back. He's got some room. Can he get there? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
And the Volunteers will line up here on 1st down and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He pulls it in for a big gain. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage, so don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
Now it's 2nd down here. Just a pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And this pass is on target. Caught. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. Looking to throw it deep, and it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Vikings offense back out on the field now. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50. The Vols will crank up the tempo. And at first down, they go right back to him. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Important second down play coming up. Scanning the field, it's Hoffman. Quick throw to his receiver. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Is back out there on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. Pressure is coming. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Going for a big play downfield. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
No, kick it away here. And the coverage team downs the ball right there.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Vols come up to the line in the hurry-up. A quick throw out left, complete.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Well, somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll run it from the gun. Running through the tackle. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Try and muscle for the first down. Breaks loose at the 40. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. The Volunteers are going to keep this drive rolling. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He shreds the tackle. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. How much can they pick up on third down? Try a field goal from here would be 57 yards. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on third down. It'll bring up fourth down, and right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They've got to call their best fourth and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Ball handed off. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
And the Vols with 1st and 10 here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Back to throw. It's Hoffman. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, 3rd and long. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. They're going to run it. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
We reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He hands it off from the gun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. To the air, it's Hoffman. He's got it near the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
But when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The defense takes their 3rd and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Going for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Touchdown, Volunteers. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Chris, we've watched this offense all year make plays and come up with drives like this to give their team a chance to win football games. And now we are the biggest stage of the year, and they come up with one more touchdown to give them the lead here.
So still an important piece of business to take care of here, the extra point. PAT up and good, so the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. here's the fair catch by the return man. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick throw caught on the left side. Breaks loose at the 45. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So second down after the incompletion. Off the RPO, caught to the right. The pickup was 6 yards, so third down and 4 now. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on third and short. Now you got to think in the fourth quarter, fourth and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
So down 4 late in the game. Obviously, they'll keep the offense on the field and go for it. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. Fourth down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. The quarterback's got it on the option. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play.
Boy, anything at this point in the game, when you get down to first and goal, get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on second goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
Offense facing second and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Touchdown, North Carolina, to take the lead in the final minute. McCook, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles and try to slow this guy down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. We've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Looking to throw it on first down. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Incomplete in the final pass attempt. The defense rises up to secure the win. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advanced. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.